give you the end of that last question.
Okay.
Okay. Now, I was asking about whether, I mentioned very strongly about the biggest loss we have is the loss of our liberties.
Yeah.
That is in addition to the property damage and the things they take. But the other question is did they mention in the warrant that they were coming to look for drugs? Was there anything in there that indicated there was any probable cause, that they had any reason to do what they did?
Well, that's one of the most hilarious things about it because, as you know, all valid warrants have to have a signed, sworn, and attested to under oath affidavit. And the affidavit is just complete ridiculousness. It's all hearsay, speculation. There's no facts whatsoever, not in any regard, anywhere.
Well, that is a real tragedy as far as I'm concerned. But this is just one incident of many, many thousands. They're getting more common than ever before. Now that it's being revealed what the NSA is doing to us and how they abuse the Patriot Act. This doesn't quite involve that, I don't think, but it's a mentality that goes on. It's a national mentality. We have to do whatever is necessary to make everybody safe from the global war on terrorism, and therefore they're justified at throwing out the Fourth Amendment, throwing out the First Amendment, and criticizing anybody that criticizes the government, and you do this under duress if you happen to be critical. So that, to me, is the real problem. So I think that you will have an opportunity to take this incident and let people know about it. And the reason I have you on here today is to make sure we can get as many people as possible to know about this and become alert. And I don't know whether you can give any advice to people who might be concerned about, having their facilities invaded illegally. But do you have any things that you might suggest to a person that is concerned?
Well, there's different viewpoints. As far as I'm concerned, I'm the type of give me liberty or give me death. I'm not going to compromise. I'm not going to be quiet about it. I'm not going to, be like, I'm glad you didn't kill me, so, we're fine. So I say, know the law and, enforce your rights and live to the full, to the fullest capacity of your rights and share with as many people as you possibly can about how important that is, because it is possible to do it. Obviously, in a way, we didn't succeed, but in a way we did, because we have an established record. There's a lot of information that goes on before the story is concerned, but if you know the law, you're much more likely to have, lawful recourse. So knowing the law is really, really important. Being public about it, having some sort of surveillance. It's very common that SWAT teams, they'll lie, on their official reports. That's also a really good way to hold them accountable to things. But really, the only way you can sort of be not susceptible to this kind of thing is follow all the rules the way they want you to follow all the rules and be quiet. The reason why they came after us is because we don't comply and we're not quiet about it. We're actually public about it. So they're trying to make an example of us. But I don't think that, hiding is really a good answer, because I think the reason why we are where we are is because people are so complacent and so terrified, and they're just like, oh, well, we'll try to be more complacent and more quiet, but we just keep getting more and more suppressed, more and more suppressed, and it's not working. So we, the people, need to take back our power.
We're going to have to finish here in a minute, but I want to ask you one more question, and that is, how are things going now? Are you still in business? Did they put any prohibitions on you pursuing what you're doing? Or what is the status now?
Yeah, they're trying their hardest to shut us down in every way that they can still. They're trying to charge us with violations of, improper business, practices and improper food practices and all sorts of stuff like that. So they're trying as hard as they can to shut us down. We've had a lot of hardship from this, not just since the raid, but a long time before the raid. We've had our land actually on full lockdown from quite a bit of time before this to protect ourselves. But we've also now received a lot of support because of this raid and because of the media coverage, because of people like yourself who are sharing this story. A lot of people are contacting us. A lot of people are, coming to help us. A lot of people are making donations to us. So in many ways, we're actually much stronger, much better off than we ever were before. And without a doubt, we're making a much more powerful impact than we were before because people agree with what we're doing. People agree with sustainability. People agree with independence. People agree with peaceful living. And, we're doing all of those things. We're doing that publicly. And now the public is seeing that, you've got these militarized police forces. They're not following due process of law at all. And they're just coming in and completely, stepping on everything, violating everything. And it's not okay. And people see how obvious that is. The truth is self-evident.
Well, very good. I want to thank you for being with us today and keep up the fight. And let's turn this into something positive, and that is to alert a lot of people about what's really going on in this country. Thanks for being here.
Exactly, Ron. Bam!
We'll continue to check back with Quinn for any developments on this story. Thanks for watching, and remember, turn off your TV and turn on the truth. Okay, Quinn, we're finished up there. So thank you very much for taking it. And the other than that one little moment, the Skype worked very well. I think the visuals and everything looked very good. So I'm glad you went to the effort of doing this.
Yeah, thank you, Ron. Appreciate it.
Okay, sure thing. Stay in touch.
All right.